I mean, I think what you want to do to paint the starkest picture of the divide in baseball and the way things like the Aaron Judge contract feel like they're happening on a different planet than the one we exist on when it comes to that sport. Yankees make that move. Padres were in on him, by the way, as were the Giants, apparently. Padres are not a humongous market. Giants pretty much are. But then with Pirates fans, it's here's Vince Velasquez. Here's Harleen Garcia. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, like, then you got the number one pick in the draft because there's a draft lottery now. How nice. Like, I always think in any sport where you have a draft lottery, it's a little awkward to be celebrating too hard about getting that because it means you were so bad the year before.
All right, let's go out to Rob in the Hill District. How you doing, Rob? Rob, you there? Rob must not be there. Let's go out to Josiah in San Antonio. How you doing, Josiah?
All right, yourself. Hey, Rich. Hey, Chris. How y'all doing?
Hey.
Good.
All right, I had 2 points. So, number one, I'm looking at the Steelers season objectively here. I know they're not winning the Super Bowl. I know they're not going to make the playoffs. The only thing I have faith in is keeping Tomlin's streak over 500, which I think he has a good shot at doing that this year. That's all I'm hoping for. And secondly, Baltimore's offense, I've been watching them over the last 3 weeks. Their offense has been awful. It's similar to the Steelers. They can't score when they get in the red zone. All they do is bank on Justin Tucker to kick them out of games in which they haven't been successful over the last couple of weeks. And on top of it, they don't have Lamar Jackson this week, guys. So I think the Steelers got a really good shot at knocking the Ravens off.
Yeah, I do too. One point I'm going to disagree with you with is I don't care about the winning record streak. I either want them to make the playoffs or finish in last place to get a high draft pick.
Yeah, I'm really getting tired of the pushback and people saying, oh, what a loser mentality it is to go and hope for a high draft pick. Ah, yes, being blinded by your own love for the team to not realize that if you can draft maybe 6th or 7th overall, you have access to a franchise left tackle type of player that solidifies your offensive line. Oh, drat and curses, how terrible that would be to acquire premium talent. You stay in the middle of the pack, you try to finish in the middle of the pack and call that like a small victory. Guess where you're going to end up most years? In the middle of the pack. Mediocrity begets mediocrity in the NFL. That's how the system is designed to work, and that's how it's going to work on the Steelers if they get to like 8 and 9 here and end up picking 16th.
Yeah, and that's what I think is going to happen now with the way they're playing and who they're playing here down the stretch. But people forget it's not only the first-round draft pick, but it's every draft. If you're picking 5th, you're going to pick 5th in every draft, and that's a better player in every round. Let's go out to Frank and Ambridge. How you doing, Frank?
I'm a little more sympathetic, I think, to Pickens than you guys are. He had family, friends there. He wanted to put on a show, and it did seem like the Steelers were stuck in that let's make Dante Johnson happy mode and kind of forgot about him.
Frank, I'm on your side. I defended Pickens. I mean, didn't I? I spent the sportscast and the beginning of the show defending him.
I mean, I defended him too, Richie. I don't really think I've come out hard against him. I think the only thing I would agree with maybe that people have been saying is it's not a great look to express your emotions that way, that publicly on the sideline. And even Mike Tomlin, who I thought largely went to bat strong for his player on Tuesday, even acknowledged, like, yeah, it's a work in progress with George to give a healthy outlet or provide, those emotions in a healthy way, express them in a healthy way, I should say. So really, other than that, I don't have a huge issue with it. The only thing I would say is a cautionary tale. He's 12 games into his NFL career. I mean, he is a baby in terms of NFL experience. Things have barely gotten started. I hope this is not the start of a trend this early on for the guy and that it was just maybe a particularly frustrating day for him, given the circumstances everybody's mentioned about how close to his college team and his college alma mater he was.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Let's go out to John and Collier. How you doing, John?
Guys, I got a question about the fine that the Steelers defense got for a on-field celebration. And it seems like that what's happening in the NFL, if a defense recovers a fumble in the first quarter, they run into the end zone and pose for a picture like they just won a Super Bowl. I want to see what you guys feel about
Yeah, they do it anytime.
Didn't they start that because of COVID? Wasn't that a thing where COVID, they had the cameras set up and guys could pose in empty stadiums, and I think they just kept it. They got punished because they simulated throwing the ball up in the air like they were going duck hunting, and they all shot at it. I guess what Alexander Ovechkin's shooting celebration or all those hockey stick as gun celebrations need to get fined now. I don't really have a problem with it. I will say it is funny when a team goes and celebrates a turnover when they're down like 2 touchdowns late in the fourth quarter. Might not be the best look.
Yeah, we saw the Steelers did that last year. All right, we got to take a break. Back with more of your phone calls and to wrap up the show. Stay right there.